Easy now. Yes, sister. We have ways. I'm on my data. Just wanted to say thank you. That ended a bit abruptly, so yes, just wanted to say thanks. I'll give you some. If you stay on, look at the sky, just so you can yeah, have a chat, give some feedback, and for me to say thanks. That was excellent. It was nice to meet Raf. That was quite an excellent hangout, if I'm honest. As always, very interactive, fruitful, rewarding, honourable. We give a lot away there, as always. We give you what we know, tell you how it is, and we invite you to come and chat with us. So thank you very much, guys. I'm just going to point the camera at the sky. Got to stop saying guys. I don't know where this has come from. If you catch me saying guys and I'm next to you, give me a punch. You have my permission. A slap, a crow, what do you call it, Buddha's knuckle. Thank you, men and women, Famalan, sisters and brothers, Andy and Lowly Raf. Thank you, guys. We'll do another open hangout soon when there isn't a storm. Just the way it is. It's about midnight. We had a good chat. It's IOV creator. Yes, brother. Thank you. See how long the data holds out. I've only got about 500 meg left as well, so we can't do a hangout on a data connection before you ask, because it just isn't sturdy enough. It just glitches and lags and stuff. So that was fun, Andy. I hope you have a nice weekend, and kayak racing, whatever it is you guys are doing, the sovereigns down there, it's good to see and hear. We'll organise an event when we're back for the Nottingham venue that we've got. We'll have a meeting, seminar, something like that, a few vans and tents and whatever at the venue that we've got organised through the guy, one of the guys that come down that was at this Oxford seminar. I think there was two of them, and I forget the names now. There was a dad and a son, Andy, that came down, and that son is said that he's found a venue, Nottingham side, that's available for us to use. So that's our next move, sorting out the t-shirts, and there's loads more actually, but for now, seminar, t-shirts, about mid-September we'll go for. We'll put it on the .com, we'll organise it properly, get the numbers counted, do it all above board, and the private event for you to meet up. So advance notice, middle of September roughly, don't know a date. It will be a weekend, and you will be able to bring medium-sized private modes of conveyance, iron horses, pleasure crafts, whatever else you call them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Who we got in the house? I have creator. I can't see because it's too. There we go. P9. No probs. When I was there, I want to film lightning. Here, where you're going to get some live. I don't know what it will capture, but you'll get a bit in the sky there behind me. What? There you go, just like that. Angela, sister, not long been in from work, so was just about to watch from start. Thank you so much for all your hard work putting this together, much appreciated. You're welcome. Thank you. And you thank me, you thank yourself. I am you and you are me. Yes, I thank you, Angela, sister. Yeah, it's very, that's what I mean. I weren't fibbing. They get some, it's very beautiful, the weather, but it's when it's sunny, but they're getting a lot of unprecedented electrical storms, typhoons, hurricanes, unnatural, powerful weather. And when you see these kind of lightning bolts, I've done some filming of silent storms last couple of days. There's a bit of activity on there, some power going through here. You know, when you talk about the ethereal network and the power that's all around, we're using, as I've said, nuclear fission to allegedly generate power. I'd argue that it might be to a byproduct of something else like iridium, uranium and so forth. There's other ways, there's other nuclear, semi-nuclear substances and chemical compounds man can use that doesn't render tons and tons and tons of carcinogenic nuclear waste that man cannot dispose of. A bit like the submarines that are about to be decommissioned in the following years that man's built. And these submarines with the nuclear reactors are decommissioned. Have a look at what they do and how they decommission a nuclear submarine. Man's built some technology here that's mobile in the sea in a tin can. Oh, that was a good one. And when they're finished and the life is up, have a look at what man does and where he puts these nuclear submarines. Well, where the government agents and contractors put them on our behalf. It's a bit like the recycling subject that I touched upon, where the local borough councils charge you your local government taxes to empty said recycling bins, and they want you to leave the 2-litre bottles and the milk bottles in their full shape and not compact them down, you know, and wash them out and not mix up the things that they don't want. So Sheffield might like tins, plastic and paper in the bin, but Derby, Burton, Manchester, London might want tins and plastic and no paper. And it's just shit. China then gets sold by contract, get to take this rubbish and allegedly been putting it in the sea. It's all bull crap. What we get told and how we're living, and it's up to us to change it. And there's all this power in the sky, and yet we're struggling. Makes no sense. What? Oh! I'm stood under a roof. I'm not near no metal. This is why the chat got ended. What can I say? See, data might cut off any minute because the megabytes are gone, but we'll have some fun and then I'll go and get some kip. It's a beautiful place where we live. Mother Nature is very powerful, more powerful than the biggest army, our biggest weapon. Mother of all bombs, yeah, well, the mother of all men is pissed off. The mother of all life is pissed off, and she's having a go back. If we don't listen to her and we don't take heed, then watch all the elite and the monarchies start disappearing, then we know we're in the shit. Pardon my French. I'll go back and caption this video and put an age restriction on it. We'll speak freely. Feel free to speak freely. I'll indemnify us in a minute whilst after this cigarette. It's a good family that we've got. It's a trusting family. We don't tell you to listen to us. We just invite you to consider other plausible possibilities for life and remedy and interaction and your civil, legal status and capacities and your lawful, you know, your obligations. That's all we're doing. Don't listen to us. Don't believe us. Go and check everything out. Go and do your own research. Use your due diligence. And get back to us. If we've made a mistake, we'll correct it. It's not the Andy and Dave show. It's not the Andy and whoever. It's not the Dave and whoever. It's all of us together. And we're very honoured and privileged to have be a part of your family and you ours. Oh, wow. It needs a good water, to be fair. I don't think they've had much rain. It's like they have all these fields and you have like, I don't know, 55 acres or so many hectares of farmland and you grow all your crops, but then there's no rain for 12 weeks and it's 40 degrees, well 30 degrees, arcing up to the top end of 40 degrees from July, August, June, July, August. Yeah, and then it's like the plants just die because there is no rain to water them, and when you want to water them, the local government will charge you per cubic metre squared or whatever it is measured in, squared metres is it, water fluid, and they can't afford to water the crops, so they get all the land, they plant all the seeds, and then there's no rain. They can't afford to water them, so the crops die. It's like, what? It's just, it's embarrassing. We think we're advanced and technologically superior to third world countries and so forth when, yeah, we're at the mercy of. And if you want anything different, you better pay for it. Well, we've finished paying. We've seen enough misery, heartache, death, pestilence, sorrow. You know, it sounds a bit like Homer Simpson there. Trying is the first step to failure. Well, fuck you, Homer. Matt Groening, Simpsons, Family Guy, all of them. You know what I mean? Just putting it in there for you. We see a different way, and we demand a different way. We are the different way. And when we bring the evidence to the table, and we bring it as articulately and concise as what we have done, and what we are doing, and what you're doing, then yeah, there is no way out for this demonic system. There's no way out. Well, the only way out is down. You go back down to where you come from and never be seen again. Back to the underworld, you Sith overlords. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of intent, there's a lot of honourability amongst this. There's not in the realm out here. Everybody's out for what they can get, adversarial, hostile. They'll lie to your face but pretend to be your best friend. It's just nasty, it really is. And it's going to get worse. They step up the game every few years. They know where they're at, hundreds of years in front. Poor Nikola Tesla, that's all I can say. Marconi, they took the invention of the radio off him, but after Tesla died, all his tech, all the stuff. Do you know what the office was called that seized Tesla's inventions and papers from his safe in his hotel room where he died? The Office of Alien Property is what seized Tesla's stuff. And you know what man was a scientist that had to look at all that stuff and make sense of it? I do, but I forgot his name, and he's related to somebody very, very important. Somebody's dad. Oh wow, I can't remember now because I wasn't, you know, planning on saying this. It's just a random chat. But the Department of Alien Property or Intelligence, I think it was Intelligence, Alien Intelligence, Alien Property, paraphrasing as I can't be precise. And then they employed somebody to look at Tesla's stuff. I was looking at a video on YouTube about a time traveller. Actually, it was something about the Kelly show. Time traveller admits to being a time traveller. It's on YouTube, the American TV show, and somebody, Kelly, he's having a laugh with this bloke. They get a black and white picture up from the 1840s and go to this man. Oh, this is you, is it not? It appears to be you. And he's like, oh yes, it is. Yes, it's my granddad, or so it's me. But he's just making a joke of it. But they touch upon Tesla's tech or something, and yeah, well, it might have been a video linked off that. It was late last night when I watched it, but the basic premise is of that. I will find out and let you know. Makes my heart sad. Hello to all viewers. Thor is pissed off. Yes, authority. 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 Yeah, there's a ploy going off here. A ploy of Troy. Yes. Yes, the Trojan horse. Employment. Employer. Employee. There's a ploy in that word. A ploy of Troy. The Trojan horse. Yeah, the language, the deception, the sneaky backhandedness of it all. Yeah, so that could come from Thor. Look at that, see? Needs to be big deception. Needs to be big deception, correction. Yeah, we're on with that now. Clearly a living soul. Hey, die. Tesla was the construct, David. But you know this. Remedy that, David. Yes, I can't. That was it. Tesla was the construct. Yeah. That insight is what is being taken from our memories when we directly. Oh, I can't even see that. It's too small. Look. DC Decathlon. Yeah, wait there. I can't. It's faded away. If we get clear insight as to what we are supposed to be doing, if we'll all dramatically, the greed will be gone. Well, it's like crack to them, isn't it? Money and dollars, in God we trust, all the codes. And when you filter the dollar bill, there's a picture of a Anunnaki type alien head or something on there, is there not? When you take the dollar bills and you look at them and the Twin Towers and the smoking and, yeah, the money, in God we trust. Well, money is not God. Money is a tool. It can be used for good or evil. It can be used for life, or it can give death. You mentioned about the rockets and the war and the foreign war policy and what's been spent there. Oh, there's no money anywhere. No, we're all skinned. Let's invest money in the army, though, because Korea's getting a bit trigger happy. Donald Trump's pissed off too many people. Yeah, it's just a joke. But thank you for the hangout. Sorry it ended so abruptly. It was a pleasure. And if it can give you a bit of a light show just while I have this zigzag, then so be it. There's some power up there, some rate power. But yes, we need to recognise where we are and what's being done and how we can stop it. Treaties, wars. Well, we're already in a war. If you're an illegal occupier, yeah, and you're classed as the legal occupier, and you are a militant combatant, and we're all insurgents and so forth and so on, and deserted our post through deception and bondage, well, we're already at war, to be fair. Yeah, and as Andy said before, and Padre comes down and says, are we still at war yet? Every day, are we still at war? I believe we are, yes, and not a nice one. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's not like the Spanish Armada or the Kings of Vi, the Vikings coming over, or the the French or anybody like that. This is all this. Oh, my granddad, your blood, your lineage has died defending these lands, no matter which land you're on. If not just Anglo lands, I'm only referencing that because I can go through the history and the lineage of war and declarations of war. And there's been no declaration. It's just an ongoing shitstorm, 1,000 paper cuts. The American Civil War, it wasn't a recognised war. It was not, in my opinion, a proper war. When you have a war, there needs to be a declaration of war, and after the war, there needs to be a peace treaty. Now, if you can find me the peace treaty that was drawn up to do just that, like the Treaty of the South Pole, yes, well, that kind of a treaty that they're all still abiding to. Where is the treaty after the American Civil War? Please, go get it me. Well, there's no treaty for peace. Well, there was no war then. So what was there? A facade, another little cloak and dagger exercise, literally. Yeah. So the fact we haven't been to university, we haven't studied monetary mechanics like they do. We don't go and get these graduate law doctorate, bachelors, BSc ons and all of this stuff with the mortarboard and the illuminated, should I say, graduates that then go off to work for Chase and these financial institutions. I'll not name them all. But such things as Chase, Morgan, Stanley, Whitaker, Goldman, Sachs, there's millions of them, or there's hundreds of them, and they go to uni and study money, and then they go and run economies and high frequency market trading, knowing full well, what they know is they're doing illegal activity, but yet they believe there is a money system when it's debt. And they've been and got university degrees and spent thousands of pounds, and yet we've worked it out. We tell them and they can't see it. So it shows you it's all run wrong. We know more than them. We're more capable than them. We can govern ourselves, self-governing souls with honourability. And what Raf said there, I didn't have a chat with him beforehand. I give you my word as man. My word is my bond. And Raf will comment as well that as he needs to, if he does, just all of his own fruition, his own words there. I said I'd give him a free t-shirt for that. I was having a joke. I was just humbled and honoured to hear what he had to say, and we're thankful of it, simple as. I'm not going to stand under a tree. Come on, we've still got data. Let's see what we can catch. I think it's past, the majority's past. Let's go for a walk. Oh, there we go. It's down that way. Come on. It's the moment where I get struck and it all gets turned off. Bzz. A couple of good streaks for it and I'm going. Oh, that's the shot. This way. Need some shelter. There's not a soul around except me. What does that tell you? These guys have got sense. Local pub. House. Pub. Not far to go. Except I don't drink alcohol. 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 There you go. It's passed over. We're safe now. Hopefully it'll be nice and sunny for the last couple of days. Let the man top up his tan. Before I go back to meet this, I'll bring this back with me to England, no doubt, to Anglo Turf. If we're over that way and over that way, so that tells you it's like probably a 600-mile storm that we've got. It's absolutely incredible. There's some way of harnessing that, I'm telling you now. Or even creating it and harnessing it, not just waiting for it to happen. You can create this effect and then harness it, not just wait for it to come. Which is what Tesla was doing. Warncliffe Tower, wireless energy. We went, what? Westinghouse? Shh, can't be having that. Unmetered free electric for the masses? I don't think so. However will we get rich? Oil. Yeah, Tesla invented the electric motor before Henry Ford had the combustion engine. And you've seen how fast and rapid the electric motors are and the battery powered cars they're coming up with now. Let's take the combustion engines out of all of the cars. Let's put an electric one in that you can just drop in. Let's put some engineering in there and get some plate adapters from electric fork trucks and so forth, and look what we can create. Very simply, nothing like Tesla technology, similar but better. Sorry Tesla, Mr. Tesla that is, not Tesla, what's he called, who am I thinking of, bloody hell, sorry Tesla, I've just muddied your name. Elon Musk, Iron Man, Tony Stark, pfft, hey, get ready. SpaceX, say 10, shh. Right, it's getting heavy rain, we've done. I've had a good catch up. I'm going to go and watch some more of FPV's video if I'm honest and leave you some comments. Got to finish watching that one from last night and catch up, so let's see what comments we've got. Ooh. Catch me death of cold I will one day. That's that, Steve. So your comment there. Souls make pounds and dollars. It's a turnover. That is a business. Indeed, brother, indeed. At war with the people. Well, at war with man. Who's that? I can't see because it's too tiny. Chris. Yeah, at war with man versus proxy of the people. Liberian treaty imposed. Oh yeah, I've looked at that. The Liber Code. The Liber Code. Search that. Yes, well done, Steve. Antarctica submitted to the king. What? I can't see because of rain. America submitted to the king, sorry. There was a contract. Indeed, Steve, indeed. All the gold, silver and copper for my son and my son's sons. Mineral rich, mineral reserves, yes. The wealth and mineral rights. Incidentally, look how much oil reserves Venezuela's got, more than the Arabs and the Gulf, Kuwait and all round there. But yet the Arabs and Saudi get all the oil business and selling their oil barrels, but yet other places with oil don't get a look in. Hugo Chavez is it? I can't think of the names now, Venezuelan. It's all constructed, you're right. I was incorrect with Lieberman. Thanks for coming back, David. One Conscience is live now. Alright then, I'll go and have a look at that. Thank you, P. Chrissy, have you ever seen a vitamin? No, I haven't. Think of the profits on a pill you got told made you healthier and just made of sugar. No, the pharmaceutical industry is too ethical for that. I like that, yeah. Nice one, P. I'll get that now, then we're going to finish. Never thought of that, Chrissy, yeah. Steve, Venezuela is Rothschild's new... Oh, stop it. What, really? That was just a random comment that I thought I'd throw in there. That's just something I picked up with Matthew from Sheffield, actually. We were chatting on the phone and we was talking about something, and it was him that said about Venezuela, the oil reserves, the Gulf, the Saudis, and why that's done like that, and how they sell their barrels, and why, and who's authorised and commissioned that. Yes, and why they've got the wealth. How many millionaires live in like bloody kings from our oil, from man's oil. Makes my it itch, honestly. Right then, peace and love, guys. We'll catch you later. Thank you very much. One love. Ciao, bello.